Okay, well, first of all, keep drinking. Everybody laughs when you have a little more alcohol in you. But, alright. Well, I need both my hands for this. So, in case you didn't know, both my parents are deaf. And better yet, I don't think most of you know sign language, so you have no idea if I'm swearing at you right now, telling you, maybe you're ugly, maybe you're beautiful, but you guys have no idea. Well, life with deaf parents is an experience, to say the least. Even answering the phone is an adventure in craziness. I mean, a telemarketer will call my house and say, "Hi, is your dad there?" And I'll say, "No, he's deaf." And they'll say, "Oh, okay, I'll try again later." I'm sorry my dad isn't expecting a miracle anytime soon, but if he is, I'll be sure to call you on your dinner hour, interrupt your family dinner, and, well, yeah, you know the gist. But it's not even that. I've had even stupider telemarketers call my house. And they'll say, "Hi, is your dad there?" And I'll say, "No, he's deaf." And they'll say, "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. It must be difficult." "No, it's not, but okay." And they'll say, "Is your mom there?" "No, she's deaf also." "Wow, that must be really difficult, losing both your parents." No. Both my parents aren't dead. They're deaf. They can't hear. "Oh, okay, I'll try again later." Not even that. My grandma loves to call me, even if like 5 minutes after I call her. And she'll say, "You guys never call me anymore." Well, because I'm the only one that answers the phone, I get the brunt of every one of my grandma's angry phone calls. So finally, I had enough. So I went over to her house, I put a "How's my driving" bumper sticker on the back of her car. Now her phone rings off the hook. Well, life with deaf parents is crazy, to say the least. I was in the car with my dad the other day, and we're driving on the highway, and a police officer pulls us over. And, you know, I'm sitting there with my iPod in, I can't hear anything, I'm pretending I'm deaf. And, you know, you're with your parents, I don't want to hear my dad's stupid stories. "I went to work the other day, and I hammered a tack." Dad, I really don't care. I just got done with finals, let me sleep. Well, we're driving on the road, and the police pull us over. The officer comes up to the window, and my dad says, "I promise you I wasn't breaking the law. I was going the speed limit, all my lights work, my registration's up to date," and the police officer goes, "Relax, relax. The only reason I pulled you over is because your car alarm's been going off for the last 5 miles. Well, and I lived by different rules growing up than you guys did. Much different rules. Like, for example, you guys all sat at the table and you couldn't talk with food in your mouth. That didn't apply to me. I could sit there and go, "Hi, Mom, how are you?" anytime I wanted. The only rule was if I sat down and my hands hit those fork and knife, I just couldn't talk. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to sign when you got things in your hand and waving them all about. But I mean, it gets even better. Like, you guys would all come home from high school and you had a curfew, and you know your parents would yell at you. They'd turn on that one light, and then they just start yelling at you and yelling at you. And you had enough of it. You'd close your eyes, you'd cover your ears, you'd walk away, but you could still hear your parents. Now, I was lucky. I'd come home, my mom would be sitting there, she'd turn on the light, and then she'd go. Which, in deaf talk, is, "You broke your curfew, I'm mad at you," and just starts yelling at me. Well, one night, I finally had enough. I looked at my mom and I said, "I'm done with this," and I turned off the light. Didn't have to listen to her anymore. But I'll leave you guys with this. The reason, number one, why I loved having deaf parents. When I was about 5 years old and I learned how to swear for the very first time, I walked home, proud as a whistle, to show my mom what I had just learned. Well, when I told her, she looked at me with such disgust and she goes, "I can't believe you learned that word." And I said, "Mom, I'm happy I learned it." And she looked at me and goes, "No," grabs me by the collar, throws me in the bathroom, sits me on the toilet, grabs the soap, and then washed my hands. Thank you.